Hi Taurus. We're going to do your April 2020 messages. It is general, so take whatever resonates. We're going to start off with Larina OG Tarot's Spiritual Tea Messages deck. So let's go ahead, let's see what messages want to come out for Taurus for April 2020. Ooh, Taurus. You have 888. It's the first card out. Infinite abundance, infinite love, and balance. So, regardless of how things seem now, you will be cared for. You will be taken care of. Your guides, your angels, your ancestors, I feel, are sending some sort of abundance your way, or an opportunity that could lead to abundance. You guys could be really focused on like balancing your finances in April. And not only that, keeping yourself balanced as well. Your emotions, your mental state. Just a big theme of trying to stay balanced, keeping your life balanced, keeping your finances balanced in April. And there's love surrounding you in April as well, whether that's, love from friends, families, neighbors, co-workers, a romantic interest, but there's definitely a lot of love around you as well in April. Let's see, holistic. Take a holistic approach to curing. So some of you guys could be getting into a more holistic lifestyle if you're not already, living a holistic lifestyle, but you could be getting into that in April, taking an interest, learning more about it in April. Some of you could be reading books about plants, or like natural cures. Maybe some of you treat some sort of illness or some sort of condition through holistic means. But there's definitely a need for you guys to maybe take a different approach to healing a situation in your life or something within you through a more holistic approach. Maybe this is something you've been going to a doctor for a long time and just nothing's, working. Maybe you've gotten second opinions, third opinions. Maybe Spirit is trying to tell you that there's a more holistic approach to trying to cure whatever this is that you're trying to cure. Emotional blockage. Okay, so some of you guys, you're trying to heal and balance out an emotional blockage. You're trying to take a holistic approach to doing that in April. I did see amethyst at the bottom of the deck, so really make sure you're keeping amethyst close with you or on you. Wear it, keep it under your pillow at night, keep it on your nightstand. Just keep amethyst around you. And if any of you guys, because I did see the pendulum card at the bottom of the deck when we were shuffling, so if any of you guys have like a pendulum or anything like this that could help clear any blockages in your chakra, definitely use your pendulum at this time, especially if you haven't used it in a while. But that's a message for someone there. Some of you guys could have been dealing with this emotional blockage for quite a long time now. Maybe you've been working on this blockage for a while. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. You have throat chakra. So for most of you, this is in your throat chakra. The Vishuddha 5th chakra. I probably didn't even say that right. But it'll manifest as an imbalance through throat problems, neck stiffness, cold symptoms, thyroid imbalance, issues with breathing. So crystals, more crystals you could use is satellite, lapis lazuli, and kyanite. Yeah, so some of you guys could have been trying to get answers from doctors about any maybe throat problems that you are experiencing. And Taurus, your sign does rule the throat chakra. But a lot of Tauruses also tend to have, issues with their throat in general, like whether it is thyroid issues or maybe if you find yourself like getting sick, it's usually always like a sore throat. I just saw 555. Yeah, so if any of you guys are experiencing those symptoms, try to take a more holistic approach to curing it. Maybe, use your pendulums, use crystals. Just eat healing foods, fruits, vegetables mostly. I'm drinking, I'm a Taurus by the way, I'm drinking mango juice or mango smoothie right now, so I hope everyone else is doing the same. Hope you guys are trying to stay healthy. Let's get some more. Let's get another card here. This is just a disclaimer saying this is who created this deck. We have ego. Work on the ego. So we have ego. So we have emotional blockage. So maybe this emotional blockage is triggering your ego. Or for some, you have to work on both your ego and an emotional blockage. Or maybe your ego was hurt. Someone hurt your ego. Black tourmaline at the bottom of the deck. Here's another crystal coming through for you guys. Protection, clears the aura, grounding, and balance. So, and then there's balance on this card. So a theme of balance. Look, clarity underneath that. You guys are going to come to some sort of clarity. Wow, mental blockage. So you guys are going to come to clarity, some sort of clarity on a mental blockage and an emotional blockage that maybe is really triggering your ego. Really just use any of these crystals that came out in this reading, or if you feel drawn to a particular crystal, go ahead and work with that crystal this month. I do feel like cycles are starting to close out for you, Taurus. And of course, the ending of a cycle always starts the beginning of a new one. So, try not to be anxious or fear an ending of a cycle. But in April, even right now, a cycle is starting to come to an end. Maybe it was a cycle of you dealing with emotional blockages, mental blockages. Maybe you've been going through a cycle working on your ego, whatever this is. Maybe it was a cycle involving your finances, your abundance, maybe your love life, whatever this is. Some sort of cycle or phase is coming to an end. If not in March, April, it will. You have 8 of Cups, so yeah, I feel like you guys are leaving behind. You're walking away from anything or anyone that's not serving you. You guys are very well going to decide. You're definitely going to come to some sort of clarity here, and you're going to walk away from any emotional blockages, any mental blockages. Taurus, this is really powerful. This is really good. This is really good stuff. Maybe even someone or multiple people have walked away from you, and that could have triggered your ego here and sent you on a path of trying to heal here. Some of you guys are trying to really, really work on your ego and get in touch with your higher self. And you're trying to, yeah, essentially you're just trying to listen to your higher self here, I feel. You're trying to get balanced, you're trying to get grounded, walking away from what doesn't serve you, what's holding you back. You are going to get clear on what is holding you back. Whether, you know, it's the stories in your head you're telling yourself, a person, whatever it is. Just be kind, be gentle with yourself, because working through this stuff can be a little draining. It is a lot of, you know, work. So be gentle with yourself, especially in April. Let's see, you have 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Some of you guys could have been walking away from something or someone you've been holding on to. And you were waiting. Maybe you were holding on to a person or a thing or a job, like whatever this is, like you were holding on to something here, and you were waiting. But I feel like you guys are going to decide or going to get clarity on maybe you're looking back at how long you've really been holding on to something, on how long you've been waiting, and you're deciding it's just not serving you any longer to sit around and wait and keep holding on, so you're just going to walk away. And it was really triggering your ego, and this was causing the emotional and mental blockages. So there's a need for you guys to really be more focused on health, on healing, on your finances. Some of you guys are growing finances. You could be investing, and you're waiting for it to grow, waiting. There's a need for you guys to save money, to hold on to money. Maybe whatever money you do get, you guys are putting it away. And you could be waiting to use it. Look, 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, this is healing energy. You needing to rest. Rest your mind, rest your body. Freedom. You guys are going to find your clarity. You are going to find your freedom in April. You're free to do what you choose. Oh, look at that. Trust at the bottom of the deck. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So, in April, some of you guys will be pretty successful in freeing yourself of any mental, emotional blockages. Maybe some of you are quite literally freeing yourself from the ego. You're freeing yourself from something here, definitely, especially with this 8 of Cups and this Freedom card. Freeing yourself from something that you've been holding on to, that you've been waiting for. Time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. Yeah, so you guys, wow. And heart's desires at the bottom of the deck. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. And look at that. Crystals. You have trust again. So, of course, you know, here we go. The crystals are coming through again. Crystals really want to work with you. Some of you do have an affinity for crystals. But you guys are maybe walking away towards and moving on towards your heart's desires, or moving on to the path that will lead you to your heart's desires. You are being divinely guided to do so. Some of you could be receiving signs, synchronicities, numbers. Look at how she's surrounded by numbers here. Some of you have already made the decision. Some of you will make the decision in April. Maybe some sort of idea will hit you, and you will feel the need to kind of maybe sleep on that idea, or really think about that idea, really rest on the thought and think and plan before heading towards your heart's desires. But ultimately, I do see you moving towards your heart's desires. I do see you making a decision. So especially now, with everything going on, if you're not working, now is the time to really think, to really decide, to really come to a decision here. You guys are definitely going to move towards something freeing. You definitely are freeing yourself from these blockages in April, maybe even the last bit of March. You are going to come to a decision. This is good stuff, Taurus. This is really good stuff. So I'm excited. This is good. I'm going to leave this here, guys. Just really, you know, think about what it is that you have to make a decision on. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll be back soon.